This is mini lecture 4C, and we're continuing with a chapter on math. Proportions are a statement of equality between two ratios, and they're used quite a bit for conversion. So if you want to find out how many quarters are in $32.50, this is the way you can solve that with proportions. If you know that there are 4 quarters in $1, how many quarters are in 32.50, and you cross multiply. So that would be 1x equals 4 times 32.50. The answer is 130. Now we use conversions in medication dosages as well, and this is one simple formula that's used. The dosage on the desired dosage divided by the dosage strength that is available times the form and the amount in which the medication comes. So if you were to give 2 grams of a medication and you have 1,000 milligram tablets, how many tablets would you give? You would need to be able to convert 1,000 milligrams to grams or vice versa. To know that, you would give 2 tablets. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams, so 2 grams is 2,000, or 2 tablets. Estimating is very, very important because it helps you anticipate the results and also determine if the answer is reasonable. And I just can't underscore quite enough how important it is that your math makes sense. So estimation can help prevent errors because you will be able to look at that number on the calculator and say, that doesn't make sense. Let me run it again. We do use statistics in healthcare. Statistics is part of the healthcare studies degree, so it's important that you understand the basics of collection and analysis of data. We also use military time in health care settings, and this is important because it again prevents errors because we don't have to worry about it. Are we talking about 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. because the military time is based upon a 24-hour clock. So here you see the military clock, and it runs through 24 hours where 1200 is noon, and then after that 1300, 1400, 1500, so you'll see no AM and PM. The military time of 1600 is the same as 6 p.m. An easy mistake to be made, but no, 1600 is 4 p.m. What you can do is you can subtract 1200 for noon from this and see that it is 4 p.m. Okay? 6 p.m. would be 1800 military time. Take a look at Roman numerals. I don't think I have any test questions on Roman numerals. This is another way to express numbers, of course. And so I'm going to go over this really quickly and that as well. Angles we do use in healthcare in terms of injections, in terms of physical therapy, range of motion, patient bed adjustments. So it is important to understand how angles work, and here you see that straight up is 90 degrees, so half the way up is 45, and then beyond that would be more than 90 degrees. 135 degrees would sit over here. So there are different systems of measurement to measure distance, capacity, or volume, and mass or weight. The household system is what we use in this country: inches, feet, yards, miles, teaspoons, tablespoons, ounces, cups, pints, pounds for weight, ounces for weight. Little confusing because we have ounces for volume and we also have ounces for weight. Which of the following is a capacity or volume unit? and it is ounce, but ounce also can be used as a mass or weight unit. What's interesting about the metric system is that it's much easier to use. It's used in science, it's used in healthcare, it's based on units of 10, and yet we are still as a country not using the metric system. You can see here that globally, the metric system is used. If you come from another country, you probably shake your head at us and our household system. The metric system involves meters for distance and length, liters for capacity and volume, and grams for weight and mass. And there are prefixes that indicate the relationship to the basic unit, so you need to understand this in order to convert within the metric system. We just did that with grams and milligrams. Okay, so you see here the basic unit would be grams, but milligrams is 1/1000th of the basic unit. Kilogram is 1,000 grams. Hectogram is 100 grams. Decagram is 10 grams. Deci is 1/10, centi 1/100th, milli 1,000th, and micro, and you can see that there is a millionth. Deci, centi, milli. How many centimeters are in a meter? It is 100. So again, if you memorize that chart, you will be able to answer these questions quite easily. The apothecary system is the oldest and least used. I will not ask you a question on the apothecary system either. Okay, so we use grains, drams. It is important for you to understand how to convert between measurement systems, so you need to understand some conversion factors or commit them to memory. And you see a few of them here. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds. An ounce is 30 milliliters. A meter is 39.4 inches. Sometimes you'll need to convert from one system to another, so you need to remember these conversion factors. There are steps that you can follow for converting, and you'll learn them and work with them more in your healthcare programs, but this is a series of steps that's helpful. A patient drinks 8 ounces of water. What is this in milliliters? So you would need to know how many milliliters is in each ounce. And when you know there are 30 milliliters per ounce, then it's easy to go from 8 times 30 is 240 milliliters. Characters that cause over 50% of error, misidentifications. Okay, and there we have them, and that makes sense, right? Look at that 1 compared to the 7. Okay, look at the I compared to the 1, the O compared to the 0. Systems for measuring temperature, there are 2. Fahrenheit, we use Celsius, Europe, and they're different. And there are rather simple ways of converting from one to the other, but they do require a bit of mathematics. 37 degrees centigrade Celsius is a normal reading, and the answer is yes.